Hey everyone! So today we are going to make, I'm going to call them coasters. They're a little large for coasters, but we're just going to do a pour on the piece itself. Once it dries and cures, I have these, they're just things I got from Halloween clearance at Michael's for, I don't know, maybe 30 cents, something like that. But as a lot of people know, I'm a little bit of a gothic punk rock girl. So, and my best friend, he is very gothic and likes to decorate in skulls and like old religious artifacts and just a bunch of craziness. So I'm making these for him. He doesn't know, but that's okay. But they're just little felt skulls. So, and then spider webs. Spider webs are kind of more for me. And then I just took them and covered them with glitter. And I mixed a red, a black, and a silver for the skulls. So they're all sparkly and shiny. So after the paint on the coasters dry and cures, then we are going to put that on there and then cover it in resin. It's probably going to take a few coats, but I think it's going to look pretty neat. And then the spider webs I covered in white, silver, and just a tiny bit of my red and black mixed. And we're going to put those on there. So we'll see how they turn out. And these are just wooden discs that I got at Michael's. Those are still wet. I just got done doing these, so set them aside, and then we will get started on the wooden discs. And like I said, they might not end up being coasters. I might just make them into like wall art or something. Depends on how it looks once it's all resined. Sorry, I live by an Air Force base and also a very large international, well, it's not a large airport, but it's an international airport. And so planes and helicopters and jets are always going by. And then I live right by the AOD school, which is the bombing school. So you always hear them doing practice bombing down the road. I usually don't notice it, but people always make comments about it. Okay, so we're going to start with 2 at a time. We're going to layer the paint. We're just going to do flip cups on them. Let's move Batman a little bit out of the way, but still it's focusing for us. Okay, I am covered in glitter right now. I have glitter everywhere. You know you're a true girl if you got glitter in your house. Okay, so we are going to do red, of course, and black. I think we'll do some silver. And I want copper. Just, I like the effects the copper gives it. The backs are all taped off with just masking tape. And I primed them with the 2-in-1 Rust-Oleum spray paint. So we have got black metallic. And silver. The silver is Master's Touch. I really don't like working with silver too much, but it's gonna need silver, you know. And then copper, which is Artist Loft. I have all these small little paints, cups everywhere, so getting a little claustrophobic. My OCD's kicking in. Okay, and then we have this red that I mixed up. It's a bunch of different shades of red. And I think, let's see. I think that should be good. You know, I think instead of silver, I think I might do champagne. I just like the way the champagne looks better, especially with the copper. So we're gonna do champagne. I know these are colors I use a lot because they're my favorites, but it also matches his, well, the living room. The den is more southwestern colors, but the living room has the reds in it. So we will start with the champagne. We're just gonna layer them. If they mix as we layer them, that's fine, since we're just gonna do a flip cup. Okay, and then some of the red. Then the copper. I love copper with red for some reason. It just always gives it a really cool effect. This one has less paint. So I hope everybody's had a good weekend. It's Sunday afternoon right now. I should get this posted tonight. I'm wondering if I should drop a white down in it. Nah, we're gonna forego that. My black seems a little thicker than the other colors. Okay. So I'm just gonna give those a swirl. I did not put silicone in any of the colors. And it's just glue all and water is the pouring medium for this one. I did put silicone in the cup to help release the paint though. Start with those. This one here, like I said, it doesn't have as much paint as the others, so we're going to just add a little bit more. I'm going to let those set for just a second. Get these cups out of the way. I need to use up some of these smaller cups I have sitting around. Maybe I will do that next. I have a craft fair coming up soon. I believe it's on May 18th. So I've got a lot of work to catch up on. I've got probably 20 paintings that needs to be varnished, 10 that needs their final coat of resin, and some jewelry, some resin jewelry that I need to just put the finishing touches on to get all that ready. But I'm going to be creating even more stuff, so be prepared for lots of videos in the next couple weeks. Okay. Let that one sit there for a minute. Torch this one. The red definitely took over. Stretch it, and I'll show you in just a second. Just trying to get some of that red off. Okay, so that is the first one. I'm going to torch it, bring it up for a close-up, and then do the next one. Ignore the flame burning the cardboard. Okay, so this is number 1. Oh, come on. Focus. Focus. Ouch, and then I just burnt myself. I will take pictures and put them up as well at the end of the video like I usually do. Okay, so that's the first one. Let's see the second one. At least you see more of the copper in there. Okay. Kind of want to run a black line right through there, but we're going to see what it looks like after I torch it first. There we go, we'll do that. That's making it look cool. Okay, I think we'll leave it right like that. Okay, so this is the second one. Sorry, it's not focusing well. Let me grab the other two. You know what? I might not end up putting those felt pieces on there after all, because they look kind of cool just like that. Why cover it up with something? Okay. So, onward. Get a paper towel. This one needs a stir. Let them sit there for just a second. That needs to go back down to focus. So my friend Chris, I'm helping her get her, I mean, she's not going to make a YouTube channel, but she's been making resin cups. And she made this one for me as a trade on some paintings that I had made that she liked. So she made me this cup, and I gave her 3 paintings. One was for her daughter. And then after she used alcohol ink and glitter and did that. Then she used her Cricut and printed out my name, and it's not focusing, and a skull. Laid those down and then put the resin over it. So I'm helping her get her website set up for that, and she's going to go to the art show with me. But she sold quite a few. I was really surprised that people are going to spend $40 on a cup. But I guess it's not just a cup, it's a work of art. Each one's unique and different, just like our paintings, you know. And I was going to show her how she could use paint skins to do the same thing, or do a paint pour over them. So she's going to come by on Wednesday, and we're going to play around while we get ready for the show, or not show, but craft fair, whatever you want to call it. Plus, I have 2 tables sitting here that I need to put the resin coat on, and I kind of need somebody to help me move those around. I don't like this one, so let's see what I can do with it. Okay, it's starting to get better. Okay, it definitely got better, because now I see a dragon's head right there. I'll have to show you in the picture, but there's dragon's face. I did this painting last night. I was on the phone for a couple hours with Greg and Kieran, and they were doing crazy impersonations the whole time and singing and just being silly. So I painted, and I was just pouring it down for paint skins to make this cup for, because Kieran's birthday's coming up next month, and so I was going to make it in some of his favorite colors, greens and blues and purple, and I ended up liking it so much that I'm not going to use it for paint skins now. So I'll show you what that looks like after I finish this last one. And I always pour my paint skins, the ones that I make on purpose, in this plastic tray that I got at Dollar Tree. And I just peel them off because they peel off really easy. But this is so cool. I think I'm just going to clean it up good after it dries and cures, and just throw resin on it and actually use the tray. But okay, so this is number 3. Didn't like it at first, but I'm liking it now. And I've already decided, my final decision, we are not putting those skulls on here in the webs. These are turning out too pretty to waste. Okay, fourth and final piece. Okay. Okay, I think we're going to call that one done. Maybe, oh, my glasses just almost fell off my head. Yeah, I like that better. Okay. I have one piece of spot down here at the bottom that's bugging me. Okay. Stop messing with it, Carrie. Okay, we're leaving it like that. Okay, so that is the fourth and final piece. And like I said, I will put pictures at the end of the video so you can see. Let me grab that tray I was talking about. Like I said, it's just a plastic tray. I got it at Dollar Tree right after Halloween because, you know, Halloween is my favorite and it's my style. But this is the tray, and it was just supposed to be for skins. But let me turn it the way I see it. I just see way too much in this painting. I mean, I even sent them a copy of it, and we discussed everything we saw in the painting. So I think I'm just gonna clean it up around the edges and throw some resin over it. Throw it on the coffee table. I just like how the colors all wound together and outlined each other. Anyways, that's all I have for today. I went over 20 minutes, so it might not let me edit it. So if that's the case, I'm making a video of all the dried paintings from the last 2 weeks, and I'll add these to that. And I hope everybody is having a great rest of their weekend. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.